Today I'm going to be talking about how to stay keto no matter where you are and no matter what you're doing. The key to success, the key to the big transformation where people get all the way to their goal weight is being consistent and making keto a lifestyle, not just a diet. And that's actually why on my Keto Camp program, I actually just lowered the price as the recording of this video that I'm doing right now. I really reduced the price from $99 down to $27. And the reason being is that I want people to be able to come in and, make this a lifestyle, participate month after month. So what this video here though is about is how to stay keto on the road, whether you're doing fast food, whether you're eating at a restaurant, whether you're on vacation. I've had clients that have been able to go on a cruise and stay keto the entire time and actually lose weight while on a cruise because they had a buffet the whole time. The buffet has many, many keto options. So it can be done, and I'm going to tell you guys my fast food options, how to navigate events. So if you have a work party, let's say a birthday, a Christmas party, any of these holiday events, going somewhere where you might not have keto foods available. I'm going to talk about how to navigate those events and how to stay keto whether you're traveling or no matter what you're doing or where you are. So jumping right into that, the first thing I'm going to tell you guys is about staying keto at McDonald's. But despite what you've heard, McDonald's actually does have 100% ground beef with no fillers, and there's actually nothing wrong with the meat they have there. All the burger patties are 100% ground beef. It doesn't really have wheat. It doesn't really have anything that would kick you out of ketosis or affect your weight loss results. So here's what you do. When you're going to somewhere like McDonald's, and this is what I do, and I'm going to make my order right now as if you were taking my order at McDonald's. So, hi, McDonald's drive-thru, how can I help you? That's how I get greeted. Hi, can I have a bottle of water, and can I also have 3 quarter-pounder patties a la carte? I try to say it very clearly like that so that they get it. So a bottle of water and 3 quarter-pounder patties a la carte. Sometimes they'll say, okay, sir, is there anything else? Or sometimes they'll say, what was that again? That does happen at times. There's a lot of people that are gluten-free, right? So they can't have the bun. So that's all we're doing. If I said 3 quarter-pounder burgers without a bun, and can I have a lettuce bun? They would charge me like $5 a burger, something like that. By ordering it 3 quarter-pounder patties a la carte, the a la carte menu is a menu where you can order things individually. So for example, if you ordered, 2 pieces of bacon that they would typically put on top or add to your burger, you could have 6 orders of bacon a la carte. That's another way to kind of do it. But my go-to is always the same. I always actually get the 3 quarter-pounder patties a la carte, and it costs about $1 each or $1.25 each, something like that. So it's way, way cheaper. 3/4 of a pound of meat. 3 quarter-pounder patties is actually the same macros as that we have on our menu inside the Keto Camp program, and the same macros as that we're using with the 10-day challenge. So you're on track, you are still in ketosis, you are 0 carb or close to it, you're still in a calorie deficit, and you're still going to see results. It's actually not going to affect your results at all. It's actually a really good keto meal doing that. Very simple. So what else I sometimes do is I'll get an order of mustard on the side, maybe 2 orders of mustard on the side. Sometimes I'll get some pickles on the side, and that just adds a little bit of flavor. You can get a fork and knife. Or if you have a way to wash your hands, then you could also just you get a quarter-pounder patty, put a few pickles on here, put a little bit of mustard on here. They'll usually give you a fork and knife, and then I fold the patty over. So it's almost like a little sandwich with mustard and pickles in it, and the actual burger becomes the bun all of a sudden. That's actually how I eat mine a lot of the time. And if not, I'll just use a fork and knife and eat my 3 patties, have a bite of pickle in there with some of them, have some mustard. Easy, can do that anywhere. There's McDonald's all over the whole world. So it's something you can kind of always get. Another thing is pretty much any burger place. So here in Canada, there's A&W Burger, And I actually just discovered this recently. They actually have an a la carte menu as well. So I could go up to even the drive-through at A&W and say, can I have a bottle of water? And then I would order, you could also order a coffee or something, but you can get a bottle of water and then two 5-ounce patties. So the two 5-ounce patties is just slightly less than what the McDonald's patties, but these are bigger patties. They have 5-ounce patties there. So two 5-ounce patties, just the patties. That's what how I would say it, just the patties. Um, and you'll get them for $2 each. So again, that's off their a la carte menu. If I got I think it's called a teen burger or a mama burger that has one patty, I would pay $5, $6 more than that for one burger. But by ordering it a la carte, just the patty, you actually get it a lot cheaper. So you get it at a really good deal. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about is going to a restaurant. So when I was a vegan 7 years ago, I followed a plant-based diet. I did a high fruit diet. I tried quite a few different variations on vegetarian, veganism. Then I eventually made it to paleo and low carb. That's where things turned around for me. But I found it was always a struggle to be able to stay, following my diet, following my plan. It was hard to do that when, especially if I was on vacation or traveling at a restaurant. Very hard to find like vegan options. Really difficult. On keto, on the other hand, really, really easy. Pretty much everywhere. So maybe an Italian restaurant or an Indian restaurant possibly might be a little hard. But even in those places, you can usually find something. And that something usually is something like a Caesar salad. So you could get a chicken Caesar salad, pretty much any restaurant, hold the croutons. So that's one option, and double up the chicken. So double up the protein. So I would say, can I get a chicken Caesar salad and double the protein or double the chicken? So they'll add another chicken breast a lot of times. That way you're getting all the protein you need. You're still in a calorie deficit. Another perfectly fine keto meal. Another way to look at it is you need a protein source first. So, a lot of places would have something like a steak. So you could get a New York strip, maybe an 8-ounce steak, something like that around that size would be good, 10-ounce possibly. And then for your side, you do not want potato. You do not want any starchy vegetables. So you don't want carrots or French fries or something like that. So make sure you tell them not to bring that. Because if you have a steak and some fries, you're probably going to eat the fries. So what you need to do is you say, can I have some green vegetables on the side? It could be a little side salad. It could be some broccoli, could be some green beans, could be some mixed vegetable possibly. I just wouldn't eat a lot of carrots, and I wouldn't eat potato in any form, or even including sweet potato. But you could also have asparagus. So asparagus would be commonly served at a steak place. You could even have some mushrooms. So a steak and mushrooms, really, really good. I have that. That's kind of one of my go-tos. If I go to a steakhouse, I'll have quite often a steak and then maybe a 6-ounce, 8-ounce steak and then a skillet of mushrooms. Usually has a little butter. It's a bit of garlic possibly, really good. You could also, any protein source. It could be a chicken breast. It could be pork loin, pork tenderloin, and then get greens again, or a salad for the side. So, you can usually find these things. Another quick and easy thing is find anywhere that has all-day breakfast. So if you go somewhere that has all-day breakfast, they'll be always serving bacon and eggs. You could usually get an omelet. You can get ham. You can get sausage. So sausage, bacon, eggs. You can get one of the exact meals that are on the program here. You could have bacon and eggs. Very important, though, to tell them to hold the hash browns or the potatoes that they would usually serve as a side. And just tell them you want, an extra side of bacon. So you're just having more food that is all keto, all bacon, all eggs, ham, and sausages, and skip the toast and skip the potatoes. So you got to make sure you tell them that, because if they bring you the toast, it's all buttered up with some jam and some peanut butter. It's going to be really hard, especially if you're just getting started. It's going to be hard to say no to that. So when you first order, say, hold the toast, Some people even go as far as saying they're gluten-free, but I mean, that makes a lot more work for the kitchen staff to make sure that there's nothing gluten touching it or even in the area. And you might not have to go that far, right? But if that's the only way you're comfortable doing it, that's one way to make sure you're not going to get any wheat, you're not going to get any bread, but you still want to make sure you skip the potatoes. So hopefully this is making sense to you guys so far. If you're on a cruise or you're on vacation, a lot of people go to somewhere like Vegas. I mean, there's so many different buffet style meals there, especially on a cruise or a lot of vacation spots. The all-inclusive, same type of thing. You can usually find buffets. So at a buffet, you know, seafood, perfectly fine. Prime rib, different meats, different hams, eggs, bacon, again, all the same breakfast foods if it's that kind of stuff. You could make your own epic salad, great big a salad with a whole bunch of chicken, maybe some olive oil on there, some light dressings possibly. I mean, but that's always a go-to thing. There's pretty much always going to be options in places like that. You're always going to be able to find protein sources. You're always going to be able to find some low carbohydrate vegetables. Which, like I said, are usually above ground vegetables. The only ones you want to avoid would be carrots, potatoes, sweet potatoes. Those are kind of the main ones. Squash and things like that are still pretty carby. But as far as asparagus goes and broccoli and cauliflower, green beans, all those are fine. Peas are maybe a little bit iffy. But it's still always easy to find it. Now, the other thing I want to talk about, I want to keep this video moving. So if you're going out to an event, or let's say you're going to a Christmas party, for example, and you know there's going to be lots of goodies there. There's going to be lots of cookies and fudge, and everybody's bringing in their home baked goods. And you've decided, which is the first step, is deciding you're going to try to stay keto. I'm going to go there and stay on program. I'm going to go there and stay on track. You might also decide that you're going to have something. And if you do that, there's always a way back. It is going to bring cravings and hunger back, but you can always get right back on track by eating nothing but bacon and eggs for a couple days, or carnivore, zero carb. You're basically eating meat only for about 2 or 3 days. That puts you back into ketosis. But if you go in and you decide that you're not going to have any of that stuff, here's what you do. So right before you go to that Christmas party, family event, or whatever that is that you know might not have some keto foods, you fill up. You eat a great big keto meal. And if you know that it's going to be difficult, eat more than you normally would. Perfectly fine to do that. I would rather see you eat another 400 calories of bacon and eggs, or a lot of steak, or some extra veg on the side, more protein. Protein is the most filling macronutrient. So you want to fill up on, a great big keto meal right before you go. That way it puts the control back in your hands. It'll be easy to say no to those foods if you're already full. I highly recommend getting a drink right away. So getting, even if it was a diet soda, but a water or a tea or a coffee, have something to keep you busy, to keep you distracted, right? That's what I have to do. I sometimes would go to an event and it's, Cinnabons as far as the eye can see. It's all bread, it's all cookies, it's all treats. And if I've already eaten, that helps a lot. But don't forget, these carbohydrates don't fill us up. It's more like a drug. It's more like a comfort food that we have. So we're still might be drawn to it. Even though we're not hungry, you could still eat that, no problem, because there is no satiety signal from those carbohydrates. It actually lights up our reward centers and increases our dopamine. So you still might be tempted. So having a drink in your hand, staying busy, making conversations, that kind of thing is going to go a long way. And the other thing is you could prepare ahead of time. If it is somewhere where you could actually bring your own food, bring a keto menu item. Like one thing we do from our 30-day keto program is we'll make up the beanless chili. If you show up with a great big batch of chili, usually everybody loves it. Like no matter if they're keto or not, everybody really enjoys it. Bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers, some of the things on the 10-day menu. You could make a big batch of that, take it with you, and a lot of them are really good. People would not look at it and think, oh, that's keto, or that's low carb, or sugar-free or whatever. They would just look at it, that's a tasty meal. I want some of those bacon-wrapped, sausage-stuffed jalapeno poppers, right? Because they're amazing. They're good tasting. So hopefully you guys have found this helpful. You know, eat before you go somewhere if you know it's going to be trouble or there's going to be temptations. Stick with a protein and a non-starchy vegetable when you're going to a restaurant. If you want to do fast food, easy to do that. You can always get bunless burgers, or you get the burger patties a la carte, 3/4 pounder patties a la carte. You can even go to somewhere like Subway and they will make any sub, every single sub that they sell, they'll make it as a chopped salad in a bowl. So you can get any sub in a bowl. And I think they do that for people that are gluten-free. So again, that's another low carb option. You could have a turkey sub with, you know, double protein, for example, or a chicken sub with double the protein. I would double up the protein, good idea, because you're missing out on the bun, so you're going to want more food. Double the protein, you know, have some lettuce in there, hot peppers, pretty much all the different vegetables are perfectly fine to have on keto. Mushrooms, a little bit of green peppers, fine, lettuce, spinach, all that stuff, perfectly good. So you can make up a really good sub in a bowl and stay perfectly keto doing that. So hopefully you guys found this helpful. It really becomes easier the longer you do this, the more that you get into the habits of finding things that you can quickly go to and have. So at any restaurant, fast food, on vacation, planning ahead, all that stuff becomes second nature after a while. Hopefully you guys have found this helpful, and we'll see you on the next video.